whispers grow. Hooligans strike their hidden blow. Walls get painted with the truth. Revolution in the hands of youth. Jeff and the hooligans carve their fate, shouting till the morning late. Power shifts when crowds unite. In the chaos rides the light. Corporate suits try to control. Hooligans aim for heart and soul. Jeff's words light the spark, echoing through the park. From the suburbs to the slum, hooligans beat their drum. Jeff leads the fearless crew, turning red, white, and blue. Jeff and the hooligans call their fate, shouting till the morning late. Power shifts when crowds unite. In the chaos rise.
What is up, hooligans, and happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats, so let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. We're starting off with this first video titled, "No More Centralized Entity, DOGE Doesn't Exist," says officials. Apparently DOGE was supposed to be around for another 8 months or something like that, but DOGE is no longer with us. Then we got a video titled, "Meta Buried Evidence of Social Media Harm." I'm always talking about how social media is breaking our brain. Well, apparently they did some studies and they found that that could be true, but then Meta buried it. Then we got a video titled, "Chauncey Billups Pleads Not Guilty in Poker Ring Case." There's a follow-up on the NBA gambling scheme situation. Then we got a video about James Comey as well as Laticia James. They threw their case out. I knew that was going to happen, but here we are. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Stoner, and it's titled, "Coca-Cola Commercials Have Changed Since I Was a Kid." Then getting back into the news, we got a video titled, "Excessive Travel Revealed at Major U.S. School District." It's talking about Chicago. Apparently they were getting COVID money and they were abusing it. Then we got a video, it's titled, "Covert Action Could Begin Soon in Venezuela." Apparently we're going to be like going head to head with Venezuela. I don't know what to think. They were saying that we weren't going to have excessive action. Now they're talking about overthrowing Maduro, which is kind of a weird thing to say, considering we're supposedly not going to be taking action. Then we got a video titled, "Morgan Grazer," I think that's how you say her name, has been arrested outside of Illinois truck stop after fleeing group home. This is one of the individuals involved in the Slender Man stabbing. And then for the last little bit of the news, of course, it is lefties losing it today. It's titled, "Bill Mayer Schools Ignorant Trump Haters." Mel Robbins and Larry David. It's quite the title there. Then we'll be getting into the fun stuff. We do have an unboxing today, which I got to add it to the schedule because I almost forgot. Somebody sent me something, and UPS stopped at the house, but I was too late at answering the door, so I will have to get whatever that is tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have an unboxing as well. Then we're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne, and I think this is the last gnome out of that Advent Calendar. It's got to be Christy Gnome. Then, like I said, we got our two funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Donnie, and it's titled, "Until Next Time, Halloween." And our official funny video of the day was provided by Stoner, and it's titled, "When You're Trying to Focus." All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Ghostly? What's up, Russell? What's up, Zero? What's up, Obnoxious Scott? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Matt Rogers? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Snooks, you were first today. Happy freedom to you, and I appreciate everything you do for us, Snooks. And what's up, Watchman? Happy freedom. What's up, Mana? Happy freedom to you. What's up, MU? Happy freedom to you. What's up, AR16? Matt Rogers, you omnipresent. Appreciate you. Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Kevin? Happy freedom. What's up, Rappy? What's up, Jay Tyler? Happy freedom to you guys. What's up, Ramsey? Happy freedom to you. Let's see. Oh, refresh. Yeah, I don't know why Rumble takes forever for the refresh to work. Just keep trying. Don't give up. What's up, Jeffro? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Shane? Happy freedom to you. Make sure we get everybody. What's up, Libby Racer? Happy freedom. Go ahead and hit that like button. See if you can get us on the front page of Rumble. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? What's up, Meta? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Matt Rogers, you're truly omnipresent. Appreciate you. And what is up, everyone over on the Comey platform? Agent O, you were first today. Happy freedom to you. What's up, Christine? Happy freedom. Russell, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. Mana, you are omnipresent. What's up, Andrew? Happy freedom. What's up, DP? What's up, Joe? What's up, Skulls? Happy freedom, you hooligans. You guys are welcome to hit the like button as well. And what is up, everyone watching over on X? Okay, well, I still have not figured out my cop issue yet. He texted me yesterday, said that his name is Sergeant Rodriguez, and he is with the tribal police out in Manistee, which is like 2 hours north of me. I haven't been out to Manistee in over 2 years or something like that. So I have no idea what these people want from me. Not at all. I have no idea. But either way, somebody rang my buzzer earlier and I about shit my pants. I thought for sure it was the damn coppers coming to get me for unknown reasons. But it was not. It was the UPS guy, and I missed him. So he's taking my package with both hands to a pickup of some sorts. I guess that's the grocery store somewhere around here. So I had to stop what I was doing, which was putting the schedule together, to go on a field trip to go find a UPS package, just to find out it probably won't be there till tomorrow. So then I just went and did all that for fun to waste my gas and my time and stuff. So anyways, that's how things are going. Hope your guys' weekend was fantastic. Either way, let's go ahead and get into this first video here. No more centralized entity DOGE. It doesn't exist. Apparently DOGE doged themselves. I guess that's what happened. Come on, do a thing, YouTube. Got enough problems. I don't need your bullshit. Anyways, as always, I'm going to drop the link for Alistair. I'll also drop the link to the brand new merch store for you guys to go check out both. Hit that like button. Let's get this rolling.
U.S. President Donald Trump's Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, doesn't exist anymore. That's according to Office of Personnel Management Director Scott Cooper, who spoke to Reuters earlier this month. The cost-cutting body has seemingly been disbanded with 8 months remaining in its mandate. But these are the first public comments from the Trump administration on the end of DOGE. Cooper told Reuters that it is no longer a, quote, centralized entity. According to him, in documents reviewed by Reuters, the federal government's Human Resources Office has since taken over many of DOGE's functions. Cooper also told Reuters that a government-wide hiring freeze, another hallmark of DOGE, is also over. Set up in January, the agency made dramatic forays across Washington in the early months of Trump's second term to rapidly shrink federal agencies, cut their budgets, or redirect their work to Trump priorities. DOGE claimed to have slashed tens of billions of dollars in expenditures, but outside financial experts could not verify those claims as the unit did not provide detailed public accounting of its work. In an email to Reuters, White House spokeswoman Liz Huston said, quote, President Trump was given a clear mandate to reduce waste, fraud, and abuse across the federal government, and he continues to actively deliver on that commitment. Elon Musk, who led DOGE initially, regularly touted his work on his X platform and once brandished a chainsaw to advertise his efforts to cut government jobs. Despite his public feud with Trump in May, Trump administration officials have not openly acknowledged that DOGE no longer exists, and Musk has since left Washington. Although President Trump signed an executive order earlier in his term, decreeing that the body would last through July 2026, Trump and his team have nevertheless signaled his demise in public since the summer. In statements to reporters, Trump often refers to DOGE in the past tense.
Okay, so I guess DOGE is no longer with us. How come they didn't tell us when that was happening? They're like, by the way, stop asking us questions about DOGE because DOGE isn't a thing anymore. I'm like, oh, okay. Because it used to be a big deal, and then they just dismantled it without telling anybody until it was over with. Next up, Medi. Yeah, Medi. They should go ahead with that. That sounds better than Meta. Meta buried evidence of social media harm. For whatever reason, they're being sued right now, and because of that, they had some documents unredacted, and they found out that they were doing a study until the study showed negative results, And then they stopped the study from happening and they redacted everything. Either way, it's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about DOGE no longer being with us. Zero, we need more DOGE. They're saying that they handed it off to different departments. They're saying it's no longer a centralized entity and Federal Human Services has taken over many of the DOGE functions. Well, hopefully they continue to do a good job, but considering how things were before we had DOGE, I doubt it. I doubt they'll do a good job. Obnoxious Guy, USAID, passing money to the Dems. Yeah. I'm waiting for them to bring that back because it just seems like they undo everything that Trump does. Shane, I like Elon outside of his support for the H-1B1 visas. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the tribal cop thing. That's a really weird thing. So he texted me yesterday and said, and it's a long title. It's like tribal this, that, and the other in this location one day at this one time. And this one sister said this police officer. And it's like, oh, okay. So he texts me this huge fucking paragraph. And he's like, you can text me back at this number or call me back. You can text or call at this number. You can text or call at this number. You can validate who I am at this phone number. I was like, okay. So I called. No answer. Text him. No response. Called again. No response. Called a different number. No response. I'm like, oh, okay. So then he texted me. He said, hey, I'm handling a complaint. I'll call you right after this. I said, okay. Did not call me. Did not text me back. Next day, he called me. Missed the fucking call. Called him back. It's like 7 days. Today is 7 days of waiting for this bullshit. Called him today. No answer. Text. No answer. I'm like, okay. But I haven't been in Manistee in almost 2 years. I've never been on tribal ground ever. I don't know anything about that stuff. I don't even know where a reservation is. And it's been about 2 years since I've been to the casino. So how did they get my name? What do they want? The only thing I can think of is my troublemaker brother, who just had a birthday 2 weeks ago, was doing stupid shit for his birthday and was probably with someone that got arrested or something like that. And he didn't want to give up his name because it's an automatic probation violation to talk to an officer. So I think he gave up my name. And I think that's what's going on. I think they're looking to try and get a hold of him, but he gave them my name. And so they're over here bothering me for 7 days now. I don't know. I just want to sue everybody at this point. I need a little for me. Either way, reading through, and like I said, we got the stuff with Meta coming up. Obnoxious Scott. Russell's calling you? No, it's not Russell. Zero phone tag? I guess. Except for I can't arrest them and they could arrest me. What's up, Stoner? Happy freedom. Casinos are tribal land. I know, but you think it would take them 2 years to hit me up? And I didn't even do anything. I gave them $40. I drank 2 mixed drinks and I left. Like, what is there to be upset about? What's up, Magic Moon? Happy freedom. Free the Texans. Scam. It's not a scam. State boy and a sheriff came to my house last Monday looking for me because of this. Nobody could tell me why, though. I think they want to butt fuck me. I don't want it to happen, though. What's up, Jeffro? What's up, Rip Dog? Happy freedom to you. Shane, shady as fuck. They're so shady. Lying to me, hiding, sneaking around, being deceitful. I don't know. I wish I was a criminal because then they'd leave me alone. What's up, H-Bic? Happy freedom. Magic Moon, they can't arrest you. You're innocent. What about your cat? Klaus will be here fending for himself if they arrest me. There's not. What am I supposed to do? I can't take him with me. He'd probably want to go with me, but he won't be able to. What's up, Dawes? Happy freedom. Libby Racer, the peace pipe. That's got to be what it is. Stoner, they found out that you were poorly counting cards 2 years ago. Yeah, while I was playing on a digital roulette machine. Something. I don't know what they want. I have no idea. What's up, Kaz? Happy freedom. What's up, Lisa? Happy freedom to you. Thank you so much, Southern Eagleman, for continuing the membership program over on Twitch for 17 months. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Southern Eagleman. And everybody on the website calls you Southern Gentleman. You're going to have to change your name. What's up, Salty Ginger? Happy freedom. What's up, MS Motorsport? Happy freedom to you. I sued Facebook, got $38 hairs today. Class action. What a badass. Heck yeah. Meta owes me $8, and they've owed me that $8 for like 3 years, and they won't pay me. Every time I try, it says error. I wrote customer service. They were like, it looks like there's an error. Yeah. Should we do something about that? They were like, we don't know what to do. There's an error. Cool. 3 years now. It's just an error. I'll never get that $8. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Raven? Happy freedom to you. Boost of Flames. Happy freedom. What's up, Too Real? What's up, Daniel? Happy freedom to you. I think we got everybody. Russell hooking up with the elder's daughter. I mean, I don't think that's what was happening. Jeffro, you shouldn't be running through the desert chasing spirits. I wish I lived a fun life like that, but I do not. I do not. I'm just trying to figure out what evidence do they need to prove that my ass has been sitting here in the house with my giant cat. He can vouch for me, okay? He's not dead, which means someone is feeding him. That validates me being here, so I don't understand what these people want. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, Meta buried evidence of social media harm. Now, I highly doubt anything's going to happen of this, but at least everybody can know that Meta really is hurting us. And apparently they're going after other platforms. It's not just Facebook getting sued. They're suing multiple platforms. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Meta shut down internal research into the mental health effects of Facebook after finding casual evidence that its products harmed users' mental health. That's according to unredacted filings in a lawsuit by US school districts against Meta and other social media platforms. Meta documents obtained through discovery showed in a 2020 research project codenamed Project Mercury, the company's scientists worked with survey firm Nielsen and reportedly studied the effect of deactivating Facebook. Internal documents showed people who stopped using Facebook for a week reported lower feelings of depression, anxiety, loneliness, and social comparison. Rather than publishing those findings or pursuing additional research, the filing states Meta called off further work and internally declared that the negative study findings were tainted by, quote, existing media narrative around the company. According to the filing, one staffer insisted the conclusions of the research were valid. The filing alleges Meta told Congress that it had no ability to quantify whether its products were harmful to teenage girls. In a statement Saturday, a Meta spokesperson said the study was stopped because its methodology was flawed and that it worked to improve the safety of its products. The allegation of Meta burying evidence of social media harms is just one of many in a late Friday filing by law firm Motley Rice. It's suing Meta, Google, TikTok and Snapchat on behalf of school districts around the country. TikTok, Google and Snapchat did not immediately respond to a request for comment.
Okay, so not only will Meta censor every little thing you say and do and post over there, but it's breaking your brain too. They're saying newly unredacted documents show that social media is hurting mental health. Studies showed that leaving Facebook can help with feelings of depression, anxiety, loneliness, and social comparison. Meta stopped the study, saying that negative study findings were tainted by the way people view Facebook, and they're claiming that the methodology of the studies that were conducted were flawed, suggesting that the results were inaccurate. Law firm Motley Rice is also going after Google, TikTok, and Snapchat on behalf of school districts across the country. So I went and looked it up. I didn't see a whole lot of information, but you can find Motley Rice. They have a website and all of that, but it seems like what they're doing is good. They're going after Meta. That's how these documents got unredacted. And like I said, they're going after Google, TikTok, and Snapchat, all for the same thing. They're hurting teenagers and stuff, which I think you should have to be 18 to be on the internet, especially social media. But we'll see how long it'll take for them to regulate that. Anyways, next up, we got a follow-up on the NBA gambling scheme. It's not a whole lot of information, but I think it's going to take a long time before they unravel this whole deal. Plus, you know they're going to make deals and all that. They're not going to send these basketball players to prison. They're going to give them some sort of deal. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Meta breaking your brain. Ghostly, social media negatively affects girls more than boys too. Young girls compare themselves to what they see online more than guys do, causing depression and self-worth issues. Yeah, absolutely. What's up, Salty Ragu? Happy freedom to you. What is this? Oh, that looks like fun. Russell, but the hub is good for the soul. It can be. Yeah, Zero. Yeah, I don't know. You can watch people act out social media. That's how you know it's breaking our brain. Thank you so much, Information Warlord, for that $1 donation over on Rumble. You're a badass, Information Warlord. Thank you so much for the support. What's up, Major? Happy freedom to you. Matt Rogers, they're finally realizing that social media is bad. See, they're admitting it because they have to, but it also makes me think, like, why are they reporting on this? Where do they want us to go? Where are they corralling us to? Because generally they're like, no, social media is good. Just take all of our advertisements and propaganda. So I don't know if this is coming out. I mean, it came out because of the lawsuit, but why is social media and the news pushing it? It seems like it'd be bad for them. Russell is still on Facebook, but you just don't log in often. I only go on there to post that we're going live. Otherwise, I don't use Facebook. It's a whole bunch of people posting their kids, what they ate, how much they hate their life, or memes they got from X. So there's not, I mean, the marketplace. That's it. That's the only thing that I think Facebook is useful for. I just sold these big ass house speakers for $50. I could have got $200 for them, but I need the money and I needed them out of my way. So I just did that for the marketplace. I'm about to sell half the shit I got in case I have to hire an attorney, but we'll see how it goes. What we got here? Information Warlord, thank you so much for that $1 donation over on Rumble. You're awesome, Information Warlord. Thank you. It says, hit that like. The other one says, happy freedom, hooligans. Happy freedom to you, Information Warlord. Sir, I go to Facebook and drop memes? Yes. Well, good luck to you, Salty Ragu. I wouldn't even know where to begin. And of course, I grabbed the hot pipe without my gloves. Now you know. You found the hot pipe. You just don't forget, and we'll be good. Rappy, having Thanksgiving on Saturday? Sounds good. We're going to be live for Thanksgiving. We normally are. I don't know what we're going to do yet. I might be cooking Thanksgiving dinner this year. For the first time. Normally I don't. Normally I just sit here and eat gas station food. We'll see how it goes. Stone or my real Facebook I don't know how to access because I switched my phone numbers. Damn technology. Jeffro, every now and then I'll pop in on Facebook, but not enough for them to wash my brain. Yeah. Rip Dog. My brain was broke decades before the internet was invented by Al Gore. Yep, the Al Gore rhythm. Let me see. I'm trying to find a comment here. I think Watchman's cooking dinner. Watchman, wish I could host all of you hooligans for Thanksgiving. Well, I wish we could stop by. You probably only do that once, though. You're like, you know what? Get these people out of my hair. Watchman, starting Thanksgiving dinner, making homemade cream of mushroom soup with green bean casserole. Sounds good. Shane. Next, they'll say a study came out about how truth tellers on podcasts make people depressed and they should avoid them. Yeah, probably tomorrow. That news will probably come out tomorrow, dang it. Oh, I appreciate you, Kevin. What's up, Jagula? Happy freedom. Thank you, Cass. Meta. They got to change their name. What's up, Brig? Happy freedom. What's up, Rich? Happy freedom to you. I put a lot of political stuff on Facebook, share a lot of cool stories for the past, the stuff they tried hiding from everyone. Yeah, Rich, do they not? They were hitting they permanently limited my account on Facebook because I shared a picture of Fauci or something and the caption said something like, "Did you wash your hands?" Something like that. And they permanently limited my account because of that. And I was like, fuck you, never posted anything ever again over there. And we stopped going live because they owe me $8. Sounds good, Southern Eagleman. What's up, Salty Alien? Happy freedom. No more Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Bioengineered chicken. Oh, I've always thought that. They're giving you the pieces of chicken cancer in the canned soup. What's up, Bobby Johnson? Happy freedom to you. Christine, people put too much information on social media. I think so too. And then they turn around and worry about being on a list. It's like, you don't have to be on a list. You already tell the government every little thing about you. What you ate today, your kid got injured, the other one got suspended at school, and this is where you work, and this is when you got out of work today, and like, just put the government in your pocket. You'll be fine. What's up, Find It, Fix It? Happy freedom to you. DP, Trump's a hypocrite doing business with Zuckerbucks and Bill Gates of hell. He does play nice with all the people that we think are not good people, like Ma'am Donnie. Ghost, I deleted Facebook years ago. I keep an X account, an Anon X account for news, but that's it. Yeah, I have a bunch of accounts just to post that we're going live, but I pretty much just watch X. Ghost, I have a few X accounts that are permabanned. I have an X account that I made just to like troll and stuff like that, and it was banned in a week. They said that I was misusing it somehow, and all I did was like posts and follow a couple pages and retweet a couple things, and then it was like, next time I tried to log in, they banned it. It was like, what do you want me to do on the platform? I didn't even do anything yet. I hadn't even made a post. Just followed people and liked and shared, and no, that's a no-no over there, I guess. What's up, Patriot Dad? What's up, Otters? Happy freedom. All right, let's move forward here. Like I said, Chauncey Billups pleads not guilty in poker ring case. There's a follow-up, but I'm sure it's not the last of the follow-ups when it comes to this. This NBA illegal gambling situation, I think this is going to take forever for them to get to the end of this because there's so many people involved. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Right now, two former NBA players, they are in federal court, accused of helping the mob defraud people of millions of dollars. So Portland Trail Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups is pleading not guilty to charges of conspiring to commit wire fraud and money laundering. Prosecutors say he acted as a high-profile face card in a mob-backed rigged poker scheme that defrauded victims of at least $7 million. News Nation's Marcus Espinoza is at the Brooklyn courthouse with more. So, Marcus, can you break down these cases for us?
Hey, Kelly, good morning. Yeah, not a shock there from Chauncey Billups. They're entering in a not guilty plea. We expected that all morning. He was the final defendant of more than 20 plus defendants that were charged that had yet to enter a plea at this point. So he pleads not guilty there to that wire fraud conspiracy and money laundering conspiracy there as well. So the indictment lays out how the men allegedly helped lure players into fixed poker games, basically moving money, paying debts, and then using their NBA connections to keep it going. Billups faces the most serious counts, charges that could equal decades in prison. Damon Jones, that is former NBA player and former coach, also arrived here today, pleaded not guilty to wire fraud and money laundering conspiracy. Those charges there are separate from the other case where Jones is accused of sharing insider information with sports gamblers. So Billups, again, was expected to plead not guilty to those charges. He did so there. This is a status conference. This is the very first status conference on the alleged rigged poker games that took place. The FBI says 25 of those games took place. They allege that Billups participated in two, using what they call a face card, his celebrity, to lure in high rollers basically on these rigged poker games and basically scheming them out of millions of dollars, up to $7 million total here. So extremely serious charges. And then we still have the sports gambling indictment that is going to come later. That is the one that got a lot of attention for folks who use daily sports books and things like that have really changed the landscape of sports betting as more and more states have legalized sports betting across the country. But today, this is really the initial status conference to, again, let Billups enter enter in that not guilty plea that he wanted to there, his initial arraignment, and then also to set up future status conferences. We expect the next one to be about 90 days from now. That's what the prosecution is asking for. We'll hear, hopefully, verification on when that is next. A lot of steps here still to go, but the initial step here, this initial status conference taking place behind me in the federal courthouse here in Brooklyn. Kelly.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below.
Okay. So like I said, I doubt this is going to be the last follow-up we're going to get for this whole NBA gambling scheme stuff. They're saying that there's more than 20 defendants in the case. They're saying there was more than 25 of these rigged poker games that they're specifically talking about right now. And they're saying that these games were worth up to $7 million each. So quite a bit of money involved. They're trying to figure it all out. Everybody played their own part and committed their own crimes. So like I said, this is probably going to take a while to get through this. Next up, judge throws out James Comey and Letitia James's indictments all over Lindsay Halligan. They were saying they don't think she's legit because of the way that she got her position. And the federal judge seems to be agreeing with all of that because he just threw their cases out. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about this NBA gambling scheme. What's up, Larry? Happy freedom to you. Go say I only get on X when shit is hitting the fan. I look at X just about every day. It helps me figure out what's going on without having to watch 5, 6, 10-minute videos and all of that. I can kind of skim through and see what everybody's freaking out about. Patriot Dad, I don't care about sports. Yeah, I don't really care about sports either. We're only covering it because they're getting in trouble. If they weren't getting in trouble, we wouldn't even cover it. DOS, sports are fake. Poker must be real. What's up, Goth? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Kane? Happy freedom to you. Stoner, I agree. I can't read that out loud because it's not Saturday, but yeah, I agree. Rappy. I'm trying to think. I think Bob Evans does Thanksgiving dinners and stuff like that. But we'll see how it goes. Because I think this year I'm going to actually try and cook my own Thanksgiving dinner. I don't really know what... I've been just tossing around the idea. Because normally I don't. I just don't feel like it. I don't have anyone to hang out with. Everybody else is doing their own stuff. And we normally go live and then I just sit here with the giant cat. But I think this year I'll actually make some food. But we'll see. We'll know more when we get there. Plus, I got to find all the funny videos for us to watch on Thanksgiving because nobody wants to watch the news on Thanksgiving. You guys remember that one Christmas the RV blew up on that block in Tennessee or whatever? Unless something like that happens, we don't generally cover the news on holidays. Kevin, I'm old enough to remember the NHL gambling scandal. I didn't even know that was a thing. Otter's doing it easy this year. Open-faced turkey sandwiches. Sounds good. Stoner, yeah, it was lit. Guys, Bob Evans used to make awesome 3-cheese. What is it? I don't know what that is. AC. Oh, mac and cheese. That's what it is. You could buy it at the store. They discontinued it. Oh, that sucks. I like Bob Evans because they have iced coffee. It's only a couple bucks when you order it, and you get free refills. Everywhere else, they charge you that $3-4 over and over again as you go through a cup of coffee. But at Bob Evans, they just let you refill for free. And I'm like, you can't beat that. Lisa, you cook your own shit on Thanksgiving? Well, you can hang out with us. We'll be live for Thanksgiving. What's up, TBD? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Blukester? Happy freedom to you. Blukester, Chauncey Billups has beat rape charges in his past, so this is nothing. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize he had a criminal record like that. What's up, Starn? Happy freedom. Christine, I go to my parents for Thanksgiving. I also Cooked one for myself and my family at my house. Well, that's awesome. It's a busy week for you. What's up, Tim Mack? Happy freedom. What's up, Zesty? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Master Dork? Happy freedom to you. I don't use X anymore. It doesn't fit or work on my iPad. No room. I just have the computer. Yeah. X is all right. You never know what you're going to see, though. I hate when it's early and I'm like scrolling looking for news and instead you see like a child get blown into pieces or like a dude get turned into pink mist and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna get some coffee. I'll get back on the internet in a minute. It's like you gotta take a break. It's like, shit, I had my eyes open for a whole 4.5 minutes before I'm seeing souls leave the body. I'm like, I have to take a break. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, judge throws out James Comey and Laticia James's indictments because there's no accountability for criminals. Now, they may bring this back, but we'll see how it goes. This is a really short video. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
A federal judge dismissed the criminal indictments against former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Laticia James. Senior U.S. District Judge Cameron McGowan Curry ruled President Donald Trump's interim U.S. Attorney in Virginia had no constitutional authority to bring either case. She issued back-to-back orders invalidating every action taken by Lindsay Halligan, Trump's former personal lawyer turned first-time federal prosecutor. The judge found her appointment violated federal law and the Appointments Clause. The rulings mark the most sweeping legal rejection yet of Trump's effort to remake the Justice Department with loyal prosecutors. Curry said Attorney General Pam Bondi's attempts to retroactively ratify Halligan's actions were also ineffective and are, quote, hereby set aside. Both indictments were dismissed without prejudice, meaning the Justice Department may attempt to recharge the defendants under a lawfully appointed U.S. attorney. Curry ruled that until the president nominates and the Senate confirms a permanent U.S. attorney, the power to select an interim one now lies within the district court itself.
Okay. I knew nothing was going to happen to these people. But here we are at the end of the road for now. They're saying that the federal judge dismissed the indictments against Laticia James and James Comey. The judge claims that she had no authority to bring the cases, talking about Lindsay Halligan. They're saying that the case was dismissed without prejudice, which means that the case could be brought back, but it has to be by a lawfully selected and confirmed U.S. attorney. Now, that's the problem with Trump's cabinet and stuff is most of the people that he selected, like Alina Habba, Congress won't confirm them. And so they're being treated like they're illegitimate because they're supposed to go through a confirmation hearing. But what do you do when Congress won't confirm these people that President Trump has selected? So now this stuff is unraveling because of it. So maybe they'll figure it out and these cases will get brought back. But unless that happens, they're free to go. Next up, we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Stoner and it's titled Coca-Cola Commercials Have Changed Since I Was a Kid. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about James Comey and Laticia James getting let off the hook. Also, before we hop in the chat, I want to remind you, hooligans, go turn your memes in. I forgot to remind you earlier. Go drop your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats, find the tabs labeled memes, drop what you got, and we'll shout you out because we're making Saturdays more fun. Like I said, hop in the chat. Next up, we got our midlife break. Larry, another district court judge thinking that they run the country. Yep, definitely sounds like it. Russell, the indictments will be back. They have to get Lindsay Halligan confirmed. And otherwise, they're going to have to put someone else on it. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Ghostly. I know. I can't stand that. We sit here and watch President Trump say that all this stuff's going to happen, and then his cabinet members come up and they agree, but then the orders go out and then nobody follows the orders, and then nothing ever changes. And it's like they have the intentions at the White House, but the shit's not being enforced. We've heard him so many times say, oh yeah, we're not going to let the judges do this anymore. And then every single order, a judge is like, nope, we're not going to let you do that. And I'm like, oh, okay. Intentions is one thing, but we want it to happen. Zero. They don't have to be confirmed by Congress. Congress can only advise. It's the Constitution. President can appoint who he wants. I mean, he can appoint who he wants, but that case just fell apart because of it. Alina Habba Habba was thrown out of office because of it. And that's the thing. Like, you're right in a certain sense. It doesn't have to happen, but as long as they're playing by these rules, if they're not getting confirmed, they're not being treated like they're legitimate. And so none of these cases are going through. Nothing is changing. There is no justice. There is no accountability. And that's not the world we all want to live in. So I don't know. Something needs to happen. Major Pam Bondi blows. That's something that I do believe that she does. I do believe she does that. I don't know what else she does, though. So keep it salty. Happy freedom. Thank you so much, Information Warlord, for that $1 donation over on Rumble. You're a badass, Information Warlord. Thank you so much for the support. It says, I'm shadow banned on X. Elon doesn't care about my First Amendment right. No surprise, he's not an American. Yeah, I know they talk about all that free speech on X. It's not really free speech. It's selective freedom over there. Thank you so much, Information Warlord. Rappy, my favorite side is dressing or mac and cheese. What do you mean dressing? Like stuffing? Is that what dressing is? I like stuffing. I like green beans. Otherwise, well, mashed potatoes, I guess. Casserole and stuff. I don't really eat that stuff. God, I usually bake a turkey, dressing, potatoes, green beans. Make it for me and my ex, but I doing last weekend of Renfest, so no cooking this year. Well, you get to take it off this year. Jeff Rowe, going to enjoy my lemon icebox pies for sure. I might have to buy a pie. I might have to do that this year. Stoner, I like surprise snuff on X. I don't. I don't like it a whole lot. The feet pics or like the nipples hanging out, that's one thing, but I don't know. Seeing people getting ripped apart first thing in the morning, I'm like, it's not what I'm looking for. Jay Tyler, Applebee's has got 5 cheese mac and cheese banging. I know, but I can't afford Applebee's. Every time I go there, it's like $40. It's like just eating by myself is $40. Kevin, I don't get turkey dinner again until Christmas. Yeah, because you guys already did your Thanksgiving. You guys do it early. Ramsey, F the judges. They don't have an enforcement arm. Yeah, and they were the SCOTUS ruled on it. SCOTUS said that they can no longer do universal injunctions. That has to be specific lawsuits being brought and stuff like that, like specific reasons and stuff, but they don't. They just stand up all the time and go, nope, we're not going to let this happen. It messes everything up. What's up, We Are the Show? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bright Gaming? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Giggling Spy? Happy freedom to you. Jeffro, are you singing the Freddy Krueger song? Or typing the Freddy Krueger song? Singing with your fingers. That's what we're going to call it. Jay Tyler, used to work there, so you had a discount? Aw, dang. I don't know. If I was working at Applebee's, had a discount, I'd be drinking those margaritas and shit on the break. Those margaritas are good, but I can't afford that shit. Jevro, we use A1 on our turkey. Not bad. I might have to actually cook a turkey this year. Meta, go figure. I know. No accountability for the wicked. Pluxer, Bob Evans is a Canadian company. Really? I did not know that. Motorsport, we got a race on Saturday, Colonial Beach Raceway. Well, good luck to you. Bobby Johnson, yams before they are trashed. I've never eaten yams. Zesty, sweet potato pie. That sounds good. Zesty wasn't the attorney that was in the beauty pageant with Erica Kirk years ago. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it. What's up, Mr. Lynn? Happy freedom. Been busy. It's good to be busy. Motorsport, we travel big money race on Motor Mania TV. That's badass. Russell, sweet potato casserole will make you slap your mama. But who's making it? Jay Tyler, I was drinking on the job, Mike's Hards. I mean, sometimes you need that, you know. It's a lot of work. It's hard work you're out here doing. Either way, let's get into this midlife break. Like I said, our funny video halfway through. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to join the membership program over on Rumble and become an official hooligan, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to open a browser, go to rumble.com, come to the live, hop in the chat. And like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, scream and goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. Also, if we hit 200 hooligans over on Rumble, 200 official hooligans, we're going to be eating the scorpion jerky, the scorpion pepper jerky that Beck Frank sent me. It's supposedly the hottest that Australia has to offer. So like I said, 200 hooligans over on Rumble, and we're going to do that. Either way, let's get into this midlife break really quick. I remember for a second there I couldn't. I don't know if YouTube and Twitch is going to like this, but we'll see. Either way, like I said, this was provided by Stoner, and it's titled, hold on, this is not right. There we go. Like I said, provided by Stoner, it's titled, Coca-Cola commercials have changed since I was a kid.
Holidays are coming, 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 holidays are coming. 'Tis the season, watch out, look around, something's coming, coming to town. Something magic in the night. Can you see it shining bright? Always Coca-Cola. Holidays refreshments, what we bring. 'Tis the season, it's always a real thing. Holidays are coming, 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 holidays are coming.
Okay. It's not quite how I remember it, but all right. It's been a while. My memory is a little fuzzy. Either way, getting back to the news here, excessive travel revealed at major U.S. school district. This has to do with Chicago. Apparently, these people were getting COVID doll hairs, and of course, they were misusing it. Why wouldn't they, you know? Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
There's a scathing watchdog report shining a light on what it calls excessive travel expenses at the Chicago public school system. Among the findings, employees at the cash-strapped district spent millions on trips to Las Vegas and even overseas. What is up with this? Mike Tobin is live there in the Windy City. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Dave. The Inspector General took a look at the travel expenses of teachers and principals in the Chicago public school systems and concluded that when the bank accounts were fat with COVID money, the staff ran wild, as you mentioned, trips to Egypt, Finland, Hawaiian resorts, even went on a safari, and there was no oversight to stop them. The amount spent on travel in 2021 was $300,000. It jumped up in 2022 to $3.4 million, doubled in 2023, and kept getting bigger in 2024. The report concludes that more scrutiny was put to whether the expense paperwork was done correctly than whether the expenses were excessive. As a result, more than 90% of the traveling employees went over the allowable limits. Oftentimes, lodging and airfare was double the allowable rate. One of the reasons the trips were not rejected is that they were not asking for approval. Of 15 international trips noted by the Inspector General, 12 were never submitted for approval. And then we start seeing wildlife trips, balloon rides, staff staying extra days for personal reasons, and this in a school district that claims a $700 million budget hole.
We do need more special ed teachers, but if you can think about the fact that $7.7 million in wasted taxpayer money for balloon rides and looking at giraffes and elephants could have gone to hiring 100 of those special ed teachers, these are the questions that we need to be asking.
Upon release of the Inspector General's report, Chicago Public Schools froze all overnight travel with this statement. This measure reflects our continued commitment to responsible financial stewardship and to prioritizing resources that directly support classrooms and students. As far as performance, less than half of 3rd to 8th graders are reading at grade level. Less than a quarter are proficient in math. Dana?
Mike, it sounds like there might be more of this where that came from, unfortunately. Thank you.
What a... Okay. So like I said, I don't know if there's going to be any accountability on the news today. I just don't think so. They're saying the Chicago school staff was using COVID money for luxury. They're accused of taking extravagant vacations. They say that they were able to do this undetected because there was no application for approval. Nobody had to give the green light on it. They were just using the money like their own little bank account. They say that they were just spending the money as they wish, and the Office of Inspector General had released a report, and it sounds like they're still figuring things out. They didn't say anything about anybody going to jail. They didn't say anything about anybody paying any money back. They just found out that these people were doing this. So we'll see what the outcome is. Hopefully we'll have a follow-up on this. I'd be surprised if there was accountability, but it's got to be hiding around here somewhere. Next up, covert action could begin soon in Venezuela. It seems like things are heating up between us and Venezuela. President Trump keeps downplaying it, but we have a third of our warships over there right now. And I mean, we're going from, we're just shooting drug boats to, we may overthrow their leader. I don't know. Things are escalating quickly. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about the school districts out in Chicago blowing those COVID doll hairs. Zero. I'm thinking it's because no income, not that they wanted to leave. 7.7 million. They could have hired teachers and been buying school supplies. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're talking about, Zero. Those are two different things. Yeah. It was in Chicago though. They don't want that. What happened to the one woman who was misusing money? She was doing like the same thing. She was misusing money, taking either campaign dollars or tax dollars, and was getting her hair done and all of that. What happened to her? Because it seemed like nothing happened to her, and now she's not even in the news anymore. Thank you so much, Ramsey, for that $2 donation over on Rumble. You're badass, Ramsey. Thank you so much for the support. It says, don't forget to like, share, and repost. If you don't, I'm sending Klaus after that gerbil you got somewhere in or on your person. That's right, Ramsey. Thank you so much for the support. What's up, Pickles? Happy freedom to you. Rip Dog. Yeah, Tiffany Henyard. Yeah, what happened to her? You know, they just let that slide. We are the show. Them kids ain't gonna learn nothing anyway. Go see the elephant. Yeah, no, they're not. But maybe they get some new Glock switches or something. You know, they could have put the money to good use, but they didn't. Gilgan Spire, she gets paid to sit in a room, do nothing all day. Yep, abusing those doll hairs. Stoner, they promoted her. She's gonna be governor next. Kevin, you still got snow? No, but I heard it's gonna snow for 2 weeks straight in like the next 7 to 8 days. I think it starts on Saturday. It's the Saturday after Thanksgiving. It's like from then and like 11 or 12 days after that, it's supposed to snow like every single day. So I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll be live most likely. What's up to all the care? Happy freedom. Trying to catch up in the chat here. Thank you so much, Otters, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. You're awesome, Otters. Thank you so much. It says, for Klaus gerbil hunting class. Good work, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, Otters. I appreciate you. Kevin, we got a snowstorm coming next week. Yeah, but why is it lasting so long? That's why, why has it got to be so much snow all at once? Dawes, no, the doll hairs, not the ball hairs. It's not Saturday. We got to pretend there's no ball hairs because YouTube and Twitch is really sensitive. Ramsey, dude, ain't got no neck. The necklace. Usually if they don't have a neck, they have extra chins. Have you ever noticed that? Meta, does Klaus have the accountability? No, but he'd like to enforce it. You know. Happy freedom to you, Starn. Rich, how big is your snowblower? Nah, you gotta take me out to dinner first before you ask me questions like that. I live in an apartment complex. I don't have to do any of that stuff. I mean, I'd rather not live here, but at least I have here to live. Otherwise, I'd be living in the Subaru with Klaus Danielson. Zesty, Google Lindsay Halligan and Erica Kirk connection. I know it's going to be them scissoring, and that's why I'm going to look it up. So I'll check it out after live. I got a tab pulled up. Thank you for letting me know. What's up, Feeling Froggy? Happy freedom. Going back to Bob Evans Mac and Cheese. You can find it at Winco and Safeway here in Washington State. I've also seen it at Walmart. They still got it. Somebody else was saying that they don't have it anymore. I'll have to take a gander next time I go to Walmart. Christine, kids education don't matter in Chicago. Staff fun is more important. Yep, that's the way over there. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom. I wonder what's going on. Let me take a look really quick. I don't think we're having any issues. Everybody seems to be in the chat. What's up, 10 Man? Happy freedom. Snooks. Winko sounds dirty. Not if you wash it. Weird, Sam. I don't know why you can't log in. I'm not seeing anything wrong. What's up, Metal Mouth? Happy freedom. Stoner Kroger's got it. See, I don't know where Kroger's is. I hear about Kroger all the time. There's got to be a Kroger near me. Ramsey, new Switch. Switch-proof Glock apparently switches over even faster and won't be legal in California. I think I saw an ad for that today. Metalmouth, why is Twitch and YouTube so sensitive? Because they love their censorship and the government tells them to. Zesty, do you have an Aldi store? They're awesome. Yeah, there is an Aldi's near me. I haven't been in there yet, though. I hear I got to bring my own bags, which I'm not against that, but it's a little weird. All right, hooligans, moving forward here. Like I said, covert action could begin soon with Venezuela. I feel like things are, I don't want to say flip-flopping, but President Trump was downplaying this a lot. He was like, nah, we're just going after drug boats. Oh, by the way, we may overthrow their leader. Like, that seems like there should be something in between, some steps in between there. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the Commie Tube, and let's get into this.
Trump administration reportedly set to launch a new phase of operations against Venezuela in the coming days, apparently aiming to overthrow dictator Nicolas Maduro.
It comes as the U.S. ramps up its military strikes against the alleged drug boats in the Caribbean.
Lucas Tomlinson is in Trinidad and Tobago and joins us now with details. Good morning, Lucas.
Tobago.
Tobago.
Tomato.
Or the island of Trinidad. That works too. Good morning, Charlie, Ainsley, and Brian. New warnings from the FAA have canceled several flights from several foreign carriers to Venezuela after American F-18 Super Hornets, spy planes, and bombers were seen flying off the coast. And now Reuters out with a new report saying covert action could begin soon inside Venezuela. This comes after a month after President Trump authorized the CIA to conduct those operations. And here's from Reuters. Two of the key U.S. officials said covert operations would likely be the first part of the new action against Maduro. The options under consideration include attempting to overthrow Maduro. Now, Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro has remained defiant. Yesterday was his birthday. Late last week, he attended a public rally with college students, attendance likely mandatory. Rachel Campos Duffy interviewed Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado, who, like Trump, says Maduro's days are numbered.
I completely trust the strategy President Trump is developing and his Secretary of State, Marco Rubio. They know very well with whom they're dealing with. I believe that Maduro will get a very clear picture of what are his options and what's the future for Venezuela. Maduro started this war. President Trump is ending this war.
Should President Trump order strikes against the Maduro regime, there's plenty of firepower in the Caribbean to do it, with about 30% of all deployed American warships, including the aircraft carrier Gerald R. Ford, now on station. There are over 200 Tomahawk cruise missiles in theater aboard destroyers and U.S. Marines aboard the USS Iwo Jima and other amphibs in the Ready Group. Now, ahead of Thanksgiving, the U.S. military's top officer, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Raisin Kane, arrived in Puerto Rico yesterday to meet the forces who are part of Operation Southern Spear. So with General Kane in the region, we'll have to see if Secretary Hegseth follows suit ahead of Thanksgiving. And one thing officials have said is some of this buildup in the Caribbean goes beyond the Maduro regime. It's about getting Russia, China, and Iran out of the Western Hemisphere, guys.
And how is that not in our national interest? Appreciate it. Thanks so much, Lucas. A lot of firepower.
Okay. So like I said, it kind of seems like a very fast escalation. It went from don't worry about it, we're just smoking drug boats, to yeah, we might get Maduro. They're saying that the cartel de los Soles, or whatever that is, has been labeled a terrorist organization. They just kind of slipped that in really quick there, but they're officially like TDA. It says in another video that the U.S. does not recognize Maduro as a legitimate leader of Venezuela. And then in this, they were saying that they may start covert operations, and they say that things could ramp up to the point where we try to overthrow him. They say that a third of our warships are currently in the area. And what I can't figure out is, how is this not like an act of war to say, well, we're going to spy on your country, and if we feel like it, we're going to overthrow your leader. And then nothing's going to happen. And then we're going to just pack up our shit and leave. And like, that sounds weird to me. It sounds weird. I don't think we would let another country do that, but we just get to go do that, I guess. I also think it's weird because, like, if we did overthrow their leader, then what? Are they the 51st state? Do we put a flag down and go, this is America? Or, like, we just go, okay, guys, hold a special election. If you fuck that up, we'll be back. Like, how does this work? It seems like we get to do whatever we want, which scares me. It makes me scared of our government, because if they're willing to do that to those people, what would they do to us? Anything they want to. But either way. Next up, we got Morgan Grazer, which I'm not sure if that's how you say her name, but that's how I'm going to say her name. She's been arrested outside an Illinois truck stop after fleeing a group home that she was in because she was involved in the Slender Man stabbing back in 2014. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about us just going to Venezuela and just having a visit. Ghostly, yeah, it seems like something's going to happen if we got that much military in the area. Sam, we do whatever we want. We can make them a territory. Yeah. Well, I don't know what to expect, because Trump's like, nah, it's not a big deal. By the way, a third of our warships are there. And like, is it not a big deal, or is it a big deal? He's like, it's not a big deal for us. And just glass the country. Matt Rogers, we get charged for bags. I always take my own bags to the store. We got hooligan bags. I might have to order some. Go check out Aldi. Kane, we just want to talk. Yeah, exactly. Just come here. I want to tell you something. Just come here, Maduro. I just want to tell you something. That's what we're doing right now. Jeffro CIA is already on the ground. We're just fishing is all. Nothing to see here, folks. Yeah, we'll see. They better not have any oil hiding around. Shane, when we took Iraq over, Trump said, why didn't we take the oil? So their oil is fucked. I said the same thing. Shane, that's funny. We're all on the same page here. Yep. Goth. You have to have a quarter for the cart too. I hate Aldi's here. The food is expired. Oh my God. I hope that's not the case here. There's a grocery store up the street. All I buy is burger from them because they process it there. So I can get a thing of burger for like $4. I can get a steak for like $6. But everything else I get there is spoiled. It's bad. And it doesn't matter what it is. It's like I bought ketchup one time and there's this much mold in the top. It was solid. It was like a brick. I'm like, called them and they were like, okay. I was like, what now? They're like, well, you got to bring it back. Okay. And I gave it to them and I went and got another one. Second one was the same exact. I'm like, yo, I think everything on the shelf is bad. They were like, okay. And the next day I went in there. All the bottles are still sitting there on the shelf. They know it's bad. They're not going to do anything about it because they know most people aren't going to bring it back. That you're going to give them the $3-4 for ketchup, take it home, find out it's moldy, throw it away, and they're going to keep your 4 doll hairs. And that's their business plan, I guess, because they didn't do anything to change it. So now I go in there and I buy burger and I fucking leave. I don't buy anything else from those people. Jay Tyler. Wendy's chili in a can in Dollar General now? Oh my goodness. You talking about Wendy's? I'll have to see. I don't even know they made chili. Remember I told you guys we were getting Raising Cane's or whatever? I guess they just opened in Grand Rapids. There's been lines around the block for 4 days. People are saying it ain't even that good. That Chick-fil-A is better. So I'll have to wait before I get some Raising Cane's because I'm not going to be waiting in line for 22 hours like it's unemployment or some shit. Salty Ragu just taking the boat out. Mm-hmm. Snooks, Aldi's is small and limited on stuff, but nice. I heard that they have more like organic groceries than Walmart. Ghostly called the health department while in the store. Oh, that's an idea. I didn't even think about doing that. Ghostly, watch them restock the shelf in real time. Yeah. Cane's is mid and expensive. That's what everybody was saying in the comments of these videos about Cane's. Doss, you don't eat fast food? I try not to eat fast food, but sometimes I don't have the willpower to cook. Totally care fishing with dynamite. That's what it sounds like we're doing. Major, we aren't. The CIA is. That's right. Kevin, if Trump can get access to the oil fields, their gas prices will go down like 40 cents again, and then everything gets cheaper. Mm-hmm. Our gas actually just went up like 40 cents, and I don't know why. Trump's been walking around telling everybody, including us, that prices are getting cheaper, and now our gas is over $3 again. I don't understand what happened. I'm trying to figure out who to blame for this. Garth, just Googled Applebee's for Houston. We only have one now. Everything good in America, and Houston is going away. Is Houston the area that's liberal or is that Dallas in Texas? I know a bunch of liberals moved to one of those big cities and kind of flipped it. Pretty soon you start seeing the toothpaste is behind glass and shit. Shane, must be state or local taxes something because Wisconsin's like $2.40 a gallon. Dang. I think we get our oil and stuff from somewhere in Indiana though. So I might be getting different oil than you are, Shane. Major, Houston, Dallas, and Austin, they've all been tainted with liberals. Meta, you didn't hear about the overthrow? I think it's new stuff. That was the big thing that was on YouTube when I was looking for news. The thing that was everywhere was about us potentially overthrowing Maduro. Plugster, Michigan is increasing gas tax by 21 cents per gallon from approximately 31 cents to 51 cents. Oh, so it's going to go up 31 cents starting on January? That sucks. There's something else that Whitmer's trying to do, and I can't remember what it is, but I know it's not good. What's up, Techno? Happy Freedom. Trader Joe's is also owned by Aldi. I've never been to Trader Joe's, but we've covered news on it before. Holly's. $2 a gallon in Texas? That's pretty good. I haven't seen gas that cheap since COVID hit. All right, hooligans, moving forward here. Like I said, Morgan somebody arrested outside of Illinois truck stop after fleeing the group home, which sounds fairly innocent, except for she was involved in the Slender Man stabbing where her and another girl back in 2014 decided to stab one of their classmates trying to kill her as a sacrifice to Slender Man, which is a bad idea. This is not something you should be doing. Well, she got some sort of release. She was in a group home and she tried to escape. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans. Let me find this reminder really quick because it's been a second. Come on, man. I want to tell you, hooligans, about this horror podcast. A horror podcast, not a horror podcast. That's different. You got to wait till Saturday for that podcast. About this horror podcast called EATI, which stands for Experimental Alien Technology Institution. This is a found footage audio drama, and each episode is a standalone tape from a secret organization's case files. What you're hearing is a first-person recording of a mystery that defies both logic and reality itself. It's built for headphone listening to deliver a truly immersive handheld camera experience. So if you love cosmic horror and the terrifying ambiguity of H.P. Lovecraft and the sheer raw terror of found footage genre, then EATI is your next obsession. You can listen right now on Spotify, iTunes, Rumble, Buzzsprout, and all major platforms. I'm going to drop this link in the chat really quick, and we're going to get into the last little bit of the news. Well, it's not the last little bit, but the last couple stories we got. Either way, what's up, Minnesota? Happy Freedom. Rich, $2.75 a gallon for gas today. That's pretty good. We're like 80 cents up from that right now. Either way, go click the link and go check out that horror podcast because it's good stuff. And like I said, this next one here with the girl from the Slender Man stabbing. Come on, do the thing. Trying to fight that ad blocker. Loses every time. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommieTube, and let's get into this.
The search for Morgan Geyser has come to an end after Madison police say the 23-year-old was found in Illinois. Waukesha County reporter Kaylee Starl is live at the Waukesha courthouse right now with what we're learning today. Kaylee, we're hearing from authorities both in Illinois and Wisconsin already today.
Ryan, it's been a little over 12 hours since Geyser was taken into custody across the state line in Posen, Illinois, and we're now learning she'll likely face escape charges here in Wisconsin. Right now, we're at the Waukesha County Courthouse awaiting a press conference to learn more, but I want to take you back to what we know leading up to Geyser's arrest. Posen, Illinois police say they found Geyser and a man outside a gas station after a clerk reported two people loitering and sleeping on the ground with multiple bags. Both were taken into custody. Now, police say the man gave officers a fake name and originally refused to leave. He was charged with obstruction and criminal trespassing and was released from police custody. Police also say Geyser gave a false name before admitting she didn't want to identify herself because of, quote, what she had done. Now, all of this comes more than 24 hours after Geyser cut off her GPS bracelet at a group home in Madison. The State Department of Corrections got a malfunction alert at 9:30 p.m. Saturday night, and staff at the home said she wasn't there. The DOC filed an apprehension request around midnight, but Madison police say they weren't told she was missing until around 8 a.m. the next morning. That's almost 12 hours after she left.
Time was not ideal, but we'll take a look at it. We'll work with DOC to figure out how do we improve on the next go around. But the important thing is, I think, is we were collaborating well when the time came. But you know, the timing could certainly get better on the next one. So.
So as they review that timing, we know that Geyser did make an appearance before a judge in Cook County this morning and is now being held in the Cook County Jail. She also has an extradition hearing scheduled for tomorrow. Meanwhile, back here in Wisconsin, like I said, we are awaiting a press conference here at the courthouse from the district attorney. We'll be sure to bring you that live here at TMJ4. Ryan.
Still a lot to unpack here, a lot of people with a lot of questions. We'll check back with you soon. Kaylee, thank you.
Okay. So that's a nice and interesting story. I wonder how she got that special release and all of that. They're saying that this woman that was a part of the Slender Man stabbing in 2014 escaped for a day. She was on a conditional release, which I am saying I don't know how she got that. She cut off her monitoring bracelet. Apparently they don't do tether anymore. She had a neat little bracelet. I wonder what it looks like. She left the group home that was in Wisconsin. They found her the next day at a truck stop outside of Chicago. In another video I watched to get more details about this, they said that she traveled 150 miles before they actually caught her. It doesn't sound like it with the way they just told that story, but she actually made it 150 miles before she was found at the truck stop. They say that she was with a man. They were both loitering and sleeping outside on the ground. And then this is your sign to beware the lot lizards, because they just may be an escaped murderer. And the thing is that she's not a murderer, and that's a little bit too much, because the person they stabbed in the Slender Man thing, she survived. So she didn't murder that girl, but they tried to. She's an attempted murderer and an escapee. Can't trust those lot lizards. Either way, next up we get the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. It is Lefties Losing It. Today it's titled Bill Maher Schools Ignorant Trump Haters Mel Robbins and Larry David. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this Slender Man stabbing escapee who was hanging out at truck stops. Ghostly, getting stabbed is a very shitty feeling and it hurts till it fully heals. Oh, I totally believe that. Zero, she needs to go back to jail forever. Yeah, I don't understand how she got that light treatment, moved into that group home. Like, what did she do to get that? Otter, this girl was caught in Illinois. Best comment on our news. You mean someone escaped to Illinois and was crazy and couldn't blend in? Yep. She could have. They could have blended in if they were not sleeping on the sidewalks and not causing problems. Magic Moon, a murderess. Oh, I didn't realize there was gender attached to the labels. I didn't realize. I mean, it makes sense now that you say it. So Butterfly, happy freedom. Slender Man is a fictional character done pedo made up. Yeah. Otter, somehow a girl who was guilty of stabbing a girl 19 times got an object sharp enough to cut off her monitor. We're failing as a society. Yep, because everybody cuts corners and people are lazy, and it shouldn't be that way. What's up, Tulip? Happy freedom to you. Tulip, don't talk to lot lizards. That's right. That's the rule here. That's what we're learning, is do not talk to the lot lizards. Russell, I've been stabbed, and yeah, it hurts. I believe you, Russell. I believe you. I bet it does hurt. Zesty, Publix is where we mainly shop, but meat is way overpriced. I've never heard of Publix. Not that I can think of. We must not have that here. Ghostly, 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. I believe you. I'm gonna learn from you guys' lessons. I don't want to learn the hard way. Kane, why is someone who stabbed a child in a group home instead of a cage? That's what I want to know. How did she get into the group home? They were like, good behavior. And like, nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Either way, let's get Lefty's Losing It pulled up. And while I'm getting this all set, you guys can guess, what is Rita wearing today? What color outfit does Rita have on? She does have clothes on. I know everybody's saying naked. She's wearing her birthday suit and she's styling in it too. But that's not what she's wearing today, I'm telling you. Give you guys a couple seconds to see. No peeking. Snooks, we have a Publix store in Florida. I shop there. Great buy one, get one deals. That sounds good. We might have one here. I've just never heard of that. DOS, flannel? I don't think she's wearing a flannel. And flannel's not a color. I had a flannel on for the voice chat Friday, and it was gray and black, and I think. So flannel's not a color. Rip Dog. I don't even... Is that a color? I don't know what that is. You let me know if you're right, though. Jagula is saying blue. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom. Tulip saying blue. Otters. She's wearing flesh-colored or white. Liberty Racer. She's wearing hooligans. I don't think so. Toilet Care saying peach. Well, thank you, Snooks. Zero saying white. White. Like Salted Cracker says. Doss is saying orange. Orange. Tulip, black suit, jacket, red shirt. That's very specific. Jag is saying the blue waffle. Could be. Watchman saying green. Kevin, nipples like two soggy Oreos. Never have I ever. I have never seen that before. Stoner, green, white, and red. Christmas colors. Otter, she's wearing supremacy white. She might be. Meta, purple. What's up, Viola? Happy freedom. Rich, I don't see anything. Everybody's guessing what Rita's wearing. What's up, guess who? Happy freedom. Guess who? Rita's wearing a shirt. Maybe. She might be wearing a shirt. But is she wearing a bra? That's what everybody really wants to know. What's up, hey? Happy freedom. Sparkly. You're cheating. Can't just say sparkly. It's not fair. Andy, fuchsia. You guys. She might be wearing fuchsia. Maybe. I don't know what that is. Think we got everybody. James is saying red. Happy freedom to you, James. Ramsey saying green. Rappy saying red. Jaggle is saying no pants. I don't know. Tool to care. Panties are optional. That's right. All right. If you're right, you're right. I'm not going to say what color it is because every time I tell you what it is, it looks like blue to me, but everybody's like, nah, it's purple. Nah, it's Vicello. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't, and let's get this rolling.
It's time for Lefties Losing It. Let's start with some weapon-grade crazy before elevating to something a little more sophisticated. But first, the crazy. This next clip features Katie Couric. That's the former NBC anchor, you know, the gal who thought it was a good idea to dine with Jeffrey Epstein after he was convicted, after it became clear that he was a filthy pedophile. Well, here is Katie with gal pal MSNBC anchor Jen Psaki.
More and more of the questions in there are by sycophants, are by people who are not asking about news that the American people cares about, you know, putting out conspiracy theories. They're people who, and they're getting a lot of the questions.
Conspiracy theories, she says, like the Russian collusion hoax you and the Democrats, other propagandists in the media pushed relentlessly for 4 years. Imagine how crazy and warped your view of the world is if you think Donald Trump is getting an easy ride from the media. Now, let's hear the ladies turn up the hyperbole.
That's a huge, huge problem because it's becoming more of a Kremlin-esque press corps.
Right. And they've invited a lot of reporters from very right-wing media outlets. Yeah. And you're right. They usually say, I forget, there was one example, like, did you ever believe that you would be the peacemaker?
God forbid that the White House press corps would be representative of the country and not exclusively filled with hard-left activists. And I love that the most egregious examples you can find of a terrible question is one about Trump being a peacemaker. Katie, the man did oversee 8 peace deals in his second term. It hasn't even been a year. Now let's hear from two other young ladies who display similar intellect and judgment to Jen and Katie.
Seem very misogynistic, realistically.
So what is misogyny? So why are you using words that you don't even know the definition of?
No, that's not what I meant.
I think you are misogynistic.
So what does misogynistic mean? Like, just so I know what you're calling me.
Okay, so the reason I said it is just, again, based on the
Because you hear it on the internet?
Nah, bro, are you stupid?
The nerve to call him stupid after that performance. The American education system has failed those two. Maybe if they read a book or two instead of watching Mel Robbins' videos on Instagram, they'd be a little bit smarter. And talking about Mel Robbins, she made an appearance on Bill Maher's program, and sadly she's a typical ill-informed awful. That's affluent white female lefty.
Like, I see so many people are upset about him building a ballroom. I could give a I don't give about it.
We're paying for it, whether you voted for him or not.
No, we're not paying for it.
She really should stick to giving terrible advice to sad girls on the internet, because she clearly knows nothing about politics. How did she miss the most pertinent fact about the ballroom? That it's not taxpayer funded. And let's stick with Bill Maher, who gave this blistering assessment of Larry David, the once funny, once genius comic who has allowed his Trump derangement to run amok.
This is so childish, so purely emotional. The people who got all butthurt because I had dinner with them, you know, because he's Hitler. Except he's not. So unhelpful and dumb. Trump is the most supportive president Israel and the Jews ever had. You know, every year I used to ask Larry David to do real time, and he'd always say, Bill, I can't. I'm not smart enough about politics to do your show. Yeah, I get that now.
You know what? Bill Maher is proof that there is a cure for TDS. He was among the worst offenders, folks. He would sit right there with nutbags like Robert De Niro, give them a platform to spew their nonsense, and he would back it up. He would make the most outrageous claims about Trump. But though he remains a lefty and he's also a Democrat still, he's no longer raving like a lunatic, so growth. Now to a video that has caused all sorts of uproar because the president correctly labelled it seditious. Here we have Democrats calling for members of the military to break the chain of command and disobey orders. I'm just going to play you 10 seconds of this nonsense.
Right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad, but from right here at home. Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
Now, typically, CNN anchor Jake Tapper has joined the Democrats in claiming that Donald Trump is giving illegal orders to the US military and that individuals could be charged for following those orders. And of course, he's far more upset by Trump reacting to the sedition than the sedition itself.
President Trump's wildly inappropriate and potentially dangerous call for 6 members of Congress to potentially be executed or hanged because they issued a video reminding members of the military that they do not have to carry out illegal orders glosses over the fact, because Trump's reaction was so out of control, that this issue of illegal orders is not a new one. There's this new movie out starring Russell Crowe called Nuremberg.
I just love that after having a mass meltdown about a so-called insurrection, Democrats are now campaigning for an insurrection, quite openly too. And what about Jake Tapper referencing Nuremberg, the movie, because his dim audience doesn't know the actual history? Let's hear now from one of these Democrats who called for members of the military to commit treason, essentially. Here is Alyssa Slotkin. I wonder if she can name one illegal order that President Trump has issued.
Do you believe President Trump has issued any illegal orders?
To my knowledge, I am not aware of things that are illegal, but certainly there are some legal gymnastics that are going on with these Caribbean strikes and everything related to Venezuela.
What did she say? To my knowledge, I'm not aware of things that are illegal. There you go. But she and her treasonous collaborators felt the need to create a very well produced video calling on members of the military to disobey lawful orders, to break the chain of command. And it gets worse. When she's pressed for examples, she claims she was just talking broadly. And then she really loses it and starts scrambling. She mentions Nuremberg and even a Tom Cruise film.
It does imply that the president is having illegal orders, which you have not seen.
I think for us, it was just a statement widely, right? Look, if you're going back to Nuremberg, right, that, well, they told me to do it, that's why I murdered people, is not an excuse. If you look at popular culture, there's like, you watch, A Few Good Men, like we have plenty of examples since World War II in Vietnam where people were told to follow illegal orders and they did it and they were prosecuted for it.
But you just said that President Trump had not issued any illegal orders. That would be the key point. Joining me now is Newswork senior editor.
Okay, that is lefties losing their marbles there. Having a hard time at the thought that they may be held accountable for trying to cause a military coup. I'm sure there won't be any accountability. Either way, that is the last little bit of the news. We are going to get into the fun stuff. We got a doubly unboxing today because somebody sent me something. Then we're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. Today's the last day of that, so we'll see if we get Christy Nome today. And then we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Donnie, and it's titled, Until Next Time, Halloween. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Stoner, and it's titled, When You're Trying to Focus. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about lefties losing their marbles. Is it bad time? I'll hold your legger. Oh, you don't like that? Put this away. You just put that away. That's too much. That's too much. Got to at least charge $2.99 a month or you'll be showing the goods. That's what the women do. Most of this stuff I can't read out loud. 10-man Jake Tapper is an idiot. He is. Rib Dog, I've been cat flashed. I know. The first one's free. Doss. Do not do illegal things. Yeah, that's what they say. James, lefties get butthurt because they do things to cause blunt force trauma to their butts. Yes. That's perfect wording there. You are right. Jeff, happy freedom to you. Found a cow-colored cat today. My kid called it Cowgirl. Oh, now you got to keep it. Kevin, Pepper sitting here watching Klaus. He's being R-rated right now. Butterfly Klaus showing us the goods. I know. He's doing too much. Kevin, a free show for her, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Klaus doesn't understand business. He's out here giving it away for free. Meta, find out anything out about the cop visit? All I found out is it's the tribal police from a city 2 hours north of me looking for me, and I don't know why, because they won't answer when I call, and they won't text me back, and stuff. They're evading me for whatever reason. I don't know. No. Stinkbug just flew by. Klaus, he about lost his marbles. What's up, Guessum? Happy freedom. Klaus is doing it all wrong. You're right, Guessum. You tell Klaus how to do the thing. Rib Dog, they want you to walk in. I couldn't even make it to Manistee if I had to. My car can't even drive that far, so we'll see how it goes. Ghostly, so funny. 10-man, yeah, it's the tribal police. Jay Tyler, have you text 911 to ask? No. I have talked to dispatch though. Dispatch doesn't know, state police don't know, sheriff's department doesn't know, city hall doesn't know. District court doesn't know, circuit court doesn't know, prosecutor's office doesn't know, and when I call the tribal police of Manistee, they don't answer the phone. So I don't know. Das, you live on tribal land? No. The closest thing I've ever done to being on tribal land was going to the casino 2 years ago. What's up, Sergeant Tripod? Happy Freedom. It's a big mystery. Stern, it's a mix-up. It's not. That's what I keep telling myself. I'm like, maybe it's not a big deal. I would be able to think that if they weren't going to all of my neighbors and saying my full name as I was named by the government. They knew exactly which apartment was mine and everything. They are specifically looking for me, but I don't know why, and I don't know how they got my name, because I have not been anywhere near them for a long time. It's gotta be my brother. That's the only thing I can think of, is that my brother got in trouble for his birthday, because his birthday was 2 weeks ago. He's already on probation, so if he said his name to a cop, he would be arrested for a probation violation. So I assume that he was probably in a car that got pulled over or something like that, and he gave him my name. And so now they're bothering me because they want me to go and do something that has a result of why he got in trouble, but I don't know anything about it because I wasn't fucking there. So I don't know what to do because they won't answer the phone, and I'm not going to answer the door until they start answering the phone. And we play this game as long as they want to because I work from home. So they're not coming up in my job to get me. Like, I don't know. Southern Tripod, fuck them. I know. I just don't want them knocking on my door anymore. They just go away with whatever they got, but I haven't done anything, so, you know, they can just answer the phone. That's all I know. Dusto, happy freedom to you. Jay Tyler, it's fear mingling you. Yeah, they're trying to do something. They're trying to do something. I don't know what the deal is, and I'm not ready to get all mad at my little brother because I haven't even talked to him in 15 years because he's a piece of shit and he's always in trouble and he's just a big fucking idiot. So I don't want anything to do with him. He's been trying to get a hold of me, trying to get a hold of my dad. Nobody wants to talk to him. Now all of a sudden the tribal police of a city 2 hours north of me where this little fucker hangs out wants to get a hold of me and send state police to my house? It sounds like something weird is going on, and it ain't got nothing to do with me because I don't even leave the house. Tell him, Klaus. Klaus is my witness. This is my alibi. Just ask the Klaus, you know, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. Either way, let's go ahead and get into the fun stuff. Like I said, we got an unboxing, and then we're going to be opening the last door of the Advent calendar sent by Tori Wayne, and we got our 2 funny videos of the day. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the video description. We have PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee. You can send something to the P.O. box, or you can even send crypto. Let's see what we got, because somebody sent me something. We got 2 boxes here, and there was supposed to be a third, but the UPS guy was knocking on the door, and it took me too long to answer it because I didn't think it was the UPS guy. So we'll have an unboxing tomorrow. But let's figure out what this is. All right, you gotta watch your fingies, Klaus. Yes, I don't want you getting hurt here. Oh my goodness. Specifically for the Cletus Lee Jenkins. Which nice hooligan did this? You ain't gonna fit in that box, so stop looking at it. And that's what she said. This is Gotta Keep the Kitty Happy from Watchmen. Oh, brand new brick of Fancy Feast, a 30-pack, a dirty 30 for the Klaus Daniels. You better say thank you, buddy. Thank you so much, Watchmen. My goodness, that is so badass. A 30-pack for the Klaus Daniels. Let me see what we got here. How do I open this? Stuck it to you. What are you gonna do? Call PETA. Better call PETA. Yeah, my dad sticks stickers on me, and I don't like it. Here's another one. That's for you. You're helping. What do we got here? Things and stuff. Can you hold this? You ain't got thumbs? Oh, okay. Things and stuff in here. What is this? It's not ticking. So that's got to be a good sign. We got little papers here, Klaus. There's a bag. I know how you are about bags. Here's some tape too. You're a good boy. He's a good guy. Klaus, he's a good sport here. Says, don't burn yourself from Tori Wayne. What is it? What is it? Hope this helps you de-stress. Clean it in case Klaus tries to drink it from something. I don't know what this is at the end. I guess we better see what it is. Better not burn myself, and I gotta wash it so Klaus doesn't get into it. It's not a hoo-ha, is it? Hold on a second here. Let me figure this out. I gotta wash it. You gotta wash it, Klaus. You better grow some thumbs. What do you think it is? You see his face, the anticipation. What do you think it is, buddy? Okay. Here, hold this. Yes. You're a good boy. What is it? Oh, it's a fountain. Let me see if I can get a picture of it. Oh, you guys aren't going to be able to tell by looking at this. I wish there was an image of it. It's a cool fountain. It's got this orb thing that will rotate. We'll have to put this together and I'll have to show you guys. Make a video. This is badass. I love fountains. What is this other thing? How do I open this? Now watch yourself. Are you curling your tail up? I'm not going to get your tail. Good lord. You don't trust me, buddy? Ah, oven mitts. So I can handle that spicy Klaus booty. I'm going to open this up so everybody can see. Ooh. These fancy oven mitts here. This is how I knew I was getting old, when I seen these and I was like, oh, we gotta add this to the wish list. Yes. Brand new oven mitts. Badass. Thank you so much, Tori Wayne. Got a new fountain. Got new stuff for the kitchen so I don't have to use raggedy towels from 10 years ago. Moving up in the world, hooligans. Thank you so much, Tori Wayne, and thank you so much, Watchmen. You guys are the best. And like I said, we'll put together the fountain. I'll show you guys the cool little fountain. I'll make a video or something like that. But now, we're going to get into the last little door of the advent calendar sent by Tori Wayne. Come on, Christy Gnome. I'm just tearing the whole box up at this point. And I've been waiting. Okay. Open this box right in front of everybody. He's got the key to the city. This gnome's got pierced ears too. He's running stuff around here. That's not a shake weight in his hand. I know everybody's getting all excited and stuff like it's a South Park episode. Thank you, Tori Wayne. I appreciate you. Got the whole, I was going to say clan of gnomes, but I better watch myself. The whole little set of gnomes here. The whole school. We'll say that. The whole school. Okay. I think we did the thing. Oh, by the way, I am drinking coffee in my fancy cup that I also received from Tori Wayne the other day. It's good stuff. It's good stuff here. Makes the coffee taste even better. Let's get into these funny videos. This first one was provided by Donnie. Yes, do the thing. Give you little spirit fingers. I don't remember. Oh, I do now. What are you doing? What are you doing? That was part of your gift. Yeah. You having a hard time? Here, I'll help you. No, don't chew on that. It's not for you. There you go. There. Well, that's okay. He'll figure it out. Get into our first video here. This first one was provided by Donnie, and it's titled "Until Next Time, Halloween." Yep. Getting into our official funny video of the day. This one was provided by Stoner. Come on. Man. Like I said, this was provided by Stoner and is titled "When You're Trying to Focus."
Man, just want to let you know that sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up. You gotta shut the fuck up. And this current time is just one of those times you gotta shut the fuck up. I don't think you're a bad person. I just don't want to hear you talking anymore. You gotta shut the fuck up.
Sometimes you just gotta shut the fuck up. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm gonna grab this link really quick. I'm gonna drop it in the chats. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up. And of course, we're going to be raiding out over on Rumble. What's up, Guess Some? Thank you for joining us over here on the website. Klaus Daniels taking off. Had enough. He's had enough. What's up, Lee? Happy freedom. All right, hooligans, there is the link list where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. The best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. And we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and then we're raiding out over on Rumble. Zero, Klaus threw all the stuff off of him. He's so sick of my shit. Russell, it's a fleshlight. It was not. Not this time. Ghostly, yeah, it's not the only thing the ball does. Be doing tricks in the voice chat. You guys aren't ready for this. Guess I sent you a motorcycle that I picked up. They delivered it into some Native American land. Yeah, I guess that's got to be it. They're just trying to bring me my stolen motorcycle. It says 10 Man on the side of it. So it's a weird name for a bike. I don't know. I got it from Guess Some. 10 Man fancy fees to make a cat fat. Tiger gets it twice a week here. Twice a week? Klaus eats a can or 2 a day. And then so I've been trying to back him off 2 cans because it's too much. But he won't stop howling at me. He drives me crazy here in this little tiny apartment. He gets at least a can a day, and then he's been eating Go-Gurts too on top of that. He eats more than anybody else I know. He eats way better than I do. Oh, thanks for being with us, Otters. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's intended for 2 containers a day. It's just expensive to go through it that fast. And he's a little fatty, you know. He doesn't need to gain much more weight. Last time I weighed him, he was like 17, 18 pounds. Eventually, I won't be able to pick him up. He'll have to pick me up. Jay Tyler, he's ready to lay his fat ass down. You're not wrong. God, I love fountains. So peaceful. I love fountains, too. I like fish tanks, too. I just don't like taking care of the fish. I just like hearing the running water. Otter's Claus is like, it's not for me, damn it. Forcing him to participate. What's up, Tiger Jaw? Happy freedom. Tiger Jaw, DOGE is reporting on Twitter that they're still active. Weird. Maybe we'll have a follow-up tomorrow. Certain tripod trained Klaus to be a watch cat. Well, he is. You know, everybody's always looking for the guard dog, but they're never looking for the guard cat. Butterfly, you need a peephole for your door. I have a peephole. The problem is they're at the door downstairs, hitting the buzzer, because you can't come into the building unless someone buzzes you in. So I can't tell if anyone's at the door unless I open my door. But if I open my door, it triggers the automatic light in the hallway. So I can't open the door and look down the hallway without the light giving me away. So if anybody rings my buzzer, I'm not answering the door until I get these problems solved. Goth, my weather app saying blizzard, thunderstorm, and tornado warning. That is impossible in Houston. Well, we'll be praying for you, Goth. You better stay safe. Sounds like you're getting all of our weather at once. Rich, it's got to be your brother. That's what I keep thinking too, Rich. It has to be my brother. There's no other way. Because the police and Manistee wouldn't even know my name unless someone who knew my real full name told it to them. And the only beating heart in that side of Michigan that knows my real name is my brother. And so it's got to be him. Lee, my kitty likes Fancy Feast. Klaus loves it. Like I said, he starts bullying me and stuff if I don't give it to him. Guess him, I hate the smell of fish. That's why I don't date. Yes, guess him. I know. Ghostly, I saw an old lady eating a can of Fancy Feast in Walmart when I worked night shift. Locked eyes with me while doing it too. Did you finish, Ghostly? I mean, that's quite the event there. Either way, it's that time once again, you hooligans. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. Let's figure out who we're raiding. It's a brand new week. So let's see who's live. Misfits live, Nelly's live, Frag's live, Handy's live. Well, we could raid Handy News, I suppose. Think we're good to go. All right, hooligans, make sure you hit that like button as soon as you land, and let's get raiding.
I guess I'm just gonna say it's Squirrel. You guys just get the news from Squirrel there. Oh, the Raiders are gonna be so confused. Hello, hooligans! Happy freedom!
Yes, Duh has been reading all the donations coming in over on the pilled side, so she's just kind of stuck in permanent squirrel voice. Because cookie.
Pastor says N.
Oh, look above it, blue beam.
Uh-oh. What I missed? Damn it.
Right above Shadow.
Nugas?
Nuggas.
Okay. You guys are bad.
Yes. Thank you.
It's not my fault, Metal Mouth. It's blame the pill chat, damn it.
Now they're fixing their tower. And welcome in all you hooligans. Get those likes up, says Jeff Mack. We appreciate the raid. Thank you very, very much. And for the cookie fight going on over there, thank you guys. One more round of turkeys. Right on.
And the last one was hard R. I think.
Yes.
I'm going back to regular voice now, guys.
All right.
Fantastic raid, you hooligans. We did the thing. We're going to read through really quick, but we are wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Russell, peace, love, and crabs. I don't know about crabs. Thanks for being with us, Russell. Enjoy the rest of your day. Russell, I love eating fish. That's why I date. Come on, man. Come on, man. Ghostly, I'll walk the fuck away. Well, yeah, I don't know what I would think if I saw somebody eating cat food. I wouldn't turn my back on them. I know that. They might be trying to eat me next. And not in the fun way. Got my cats growl before someone knocks on the door. They hear him walking up. Klaus Daniels, you can see him doing the satellite ears and stuff when people are in the hallway. Anytime I hear, any bumping or, footsteps or anything, I always look at him. If his ears aren't doing the satellite thing, then I'm probably good. Meta, have they been back? No, well, I don't know. I don't know if the police have been here or not. They haven't been here while I've been here. But he called me yesterday and he texted me a whole paragraph telling me who he was and all of that stuff, and that they were trying to get a hold of me, but he won't tell me what he wants. The sergeant won't. So I don't know. I don't know, but I didn't do anything wrong, so I don't know why they want to talk to me. What's up, Dark Brandon? Happy freedom. How about the peace plan Russia wrote to their patsy in the White House? No, we didn't cover that today. The videos were too long and they just weren't saying anything. Hey, thanks for being with us, guess enjoy the rest of your day. All right, hooligans, it looks like we're good to go. Like I said, we'll be live again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you for helping me cover the news, and thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. You guys are fantastic. Go enjoy the rest of your day. Find yourself some good food. Have fun, but be safe, and I'll try and do the same. And like I said, make your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.